The witness from whom we will hear this morning is the former President of the United States, Ronald W. Reagan. Would you call the witness?
Yeah, the defense calls Ronald Reagan as its witness, Your Honor.
Mr. President.
Your Honor.
Speaking.
Sir, would you raise your right to stand?
The clerk will administer the oath to you.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in the cause now before this court should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Would you please state your full names by your last name for the record?
Ronald Reagan, R-E-A-G-A-N.
Mr. President, before you begin your testimony, I'd like to express my appreciation and that of my court for you being here and appearing to testify in this trial. It is said that you can contribute vital testimony or important testimony to the resolution of this criminal matter in which Admiral Poindexter is the defendant. We all recognize that it's somewhat of an imposition for you, an inconvenience to, particularly now that you are in retirement from the presidency, to have you come out here. But since you can contribute to the outcome of this trial, to the guilt or innocence of Admiral Poindexter, we're glad that you're here, and we're glad that you're cooperating in this endeavor. Mr. Olson, your counsel, is here, and he understands the ground rules under which we operate, and he can always get my attention when that's necessary. And now I'm turning the matter over to Mr. Robert Beckler, who represents the defendant.
Since you mentioned that, Mr. President, that disclosure in the Mideastern newspaper on or about November 3rd, 1986, do you recall where you were at the time that news first became public? There was a Hawk missile shipment, and there was some expectation that maybe some hostages might come out. Now, I take it, Mr. President, that at some point you did become aware of this Hawk missile shipment in November of '85. You just can't remember exactly where or when it was. Is that correct? That's right. Strike that. You mentioned France. I'm not sure if you, I think you mentioned France. I'm not sure if you meant to refer to France or some other country just now. It's not a big point. I just...
I didn't think I'd...
I'm sorry, I thought you said France. In November of 1986, when you met with the congressional leaders, you did not recall that 1985 Hawk shipment. Is that correct?
What's the basis of the objection?
Apparently, the witness has already said that he... I'll strike the objection.
Overruled.
I think I do have to clear up the record just a little. In other words, you did not, even though you had heard about that November Hawk shipment at some time previously, when you met with the congressional leaders in November 12th of 1986, you didn't recall it at that time. Is that correct?
Judge.
We'll take a short recess.
Do I remove this?
We'll continue with more of former President Reagan's testimony in just a moment.